Hi everybody, I'm back. I am so sorry. I did decide to do some embroidery, just some slow stitch around the perimeter of the little cabinet card I was making for my journal, the video prior to this. I hope I get these videos up in the right order. So before I finished doing the rest of this, I thought I'd show you how I do it because I've done it on several different items, and that way you'll know when you see the video. When you see the journal completed, if you so choose. So all you do is I am taking my needle, I'm going through the front, and you can actually poke holes, take something that's foam. I don't have anything that's foam right now around me, but take something that's foam and go ahead and punch, your needle, your holes, so that your needle goes through a lot easier. But this is a really sharp needle and it's not giving me any trouble. So I go through the front like this, and that's why I have you down so low, and stay until the end because I changed my mind on how I was going to put that lace, that little lace sort of snowflake. So I'm going through here. Now I want to take my needle and I want to keep this thread to the left because I'm doing what's called a blanket stitch. And I'm not pulling it tight because I want it kind of loose like you see it. And I pray I have enough thread to finish this. I kind of measured it out, but so you go through there and you just pull it over and it makes it like that. So again, I'm going to go through the front, always through the front, and then again, keep that piece here. I don't have much left, but I'm going to go through here to the left. Oh dear, I hope I have enough thread. I'm going to go a little bit further over here to try and make it to the end, which I don't know if I'll be able to. If I don't, that's okay. But again, you go through the front and then you just kind of go underneath there and do this. Would have been much easier to sew it on the machine, but I didn't think of that before I put the metal on. But I do like to slow stitch things, even paper. If you watch my channel, you'll know I have several videos on slow stitching on paper. So let's see if I have enough. If I don't, I'll just fix it later. But so again, go through the front and then see that little piece right here? You want to take your needle. I'm going to pull that thread through without pulling that too tight. Oh, I'm right at the end of my thread. And now I'm going to go through there. Okay, and just pull all my threads without pulling it out of the needle. Did I pull it out of the needle? I did. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that for now, but that's how I did it. I went all the way around. I started in this left-hand corner and just went all the way around. And I'll finish this off. Well, maybe I can do it now. Hold on one second. I have 3 strands. It comes on 3 strands. This is what I'm using. It's a DMC. I think it's says diamond. And you can get it at any, sewing store, Amazon. I have it in silver and gold, and I use it quite often. But it's got 3 strands, and I don't know if I'm going to get that needle through all 3 strands again. And if I don't, I know how to fix it, but let's see if I can do this. It's kind of wiry, so it's a little bit harder. A little bit. It's a little bit more fiddly, but you can do it. I promise you can do it. And it looks so nice. So hang on one second while I finish this, and then I'll show you what else I decided to do. So this is, I'll just title this Finishing Up Cabochon Journaling Card, so that you'll know. And it will be the video after this one. I mean, after the one I just did. And if you're new here, welcome. If you haven't watched the video prior to this one, welcome. Especially to my new subscribers, or if you're just stopping by for the first time, I really do appreciate it. I am trying to get my channel back up and running, and so happy to be doing so. And this is really keeping my mind occupied. I have a friend that's very ill, if you don't follow me on social media, and it's really keeping my mind occupied. I don't think I'll be able to get that through, and I don't want to keep you all night to show you what else I'm going to do, but let me see. One more time. Dear. It's kind of hard because it's, you know, the threads are so wiry, they split when you go to put them through the eye of the needle. Should use my little eye thread, needle threader. Hold on one more second. If it doesn't go through, then it did. Okay, so I'll just do one more here. I'm going to go through that last hole there. Pull it through and grab that here underneath, because I want that little stitch to go on top. I'm not really doing it right, but I'll do it later. I'll fix it later. What I'm going to do right now is, so that it doesn't come undone, if that ever happens to you, just take your thread, take a little dab of glue and glue that spot, and then rethread your needle and finish it off. It happens, you know, I mean, it's not an exact science when you're slow stitching. So I'll just dab a little bit of glue there. I'll just use the end of this and wipe it off. And I'll finish it off, you know, I'll finish that last corner off. But I did want to show you what I did decide. And I thought of it while I was, let me just get this glue off. Should use my tweezers. I thought of it while we were on video the last time. And that's why I said, oh, I thought of something. Because I do. That's what I do. In the middle of doing something, I think, oh, wait a minute, I could do that. All right, so see, that's going to hold that now. And I will go back and finish this last loop. And that's how it looks. I like it to be loose. And it's a little bit harder to do loose with the, you know, the silver or the gold embroidery floss. But you can do it. It's really easy, and it really does look so nice. And I did use the silver because of the silver in the cabochon, or the bezel, or whatever you want to call it. So I decided it needed one more, because no matter where I put this snowflake, it still looked like there was something missing. So, and I think it's that, you know, I think it's that threes thing that I've learned so much from so many of you, you know, the threes. And she is looking this way. She's looking straight. If I put her here, she's kind of looking up this way. So it's kind of drawing your eye, you know, sort of, if you will. So they're not all even. I'm putting her way over here, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So let me just put her down. Only take a second. And I think it will look much better. I didn't want to do it and then have a picture of it on my video. I already have a picture of it without doing this. So that picture will be on the previous video, and then this picture will be on finishing it up. Okay, so I'm going to put her here. Okay, and then what I thought I would do is thread my needle again. And I always leave this kind of stuck underneath here so I know where to find it. So I'm just going to peel this off. This will only take a second. Oh, that never happened before. Okay, here we go. And I am going to, and like I said, this is 3 strands. And these embroidery needles are awesome. They're nice and sharp. They have a good size head on them to get your thread through, but I do have to hold it close. You could always get a needle threader if it doesn't, but typically it goes through with no problem. There. Okay, so it went through. Now what I'm going to do is take this piece of paper off and make sure she's stuck on good. I did use the B7000 again. And no, I haven't cleaned up my table yet. Sorry. I just started doing it as soon as I turned off the video and thought, you know what, I'm going to turn it back on to show you, because I have done some embroidery and some sewing of buttons and things like that with thread. And I thought this is a good time to show you. Now what I thought I would do is put the snowflake here and a little mother of pearl button. And how you can tell they are mother of pearl, real mother of pearl, is they're always cold. You can have them anywhere and they're always cold. So this is all mother of pearl, but well, most of them are mother of pearl. That one isn't, but most of them in here are. And then I'm going to just take this and I'm going to put this through here. And I'm going to sew my button in the middle of it. Wrong side. Take that back out. Oh, this thread is a little fiddly. Okay, let me just put it on the right side. I like the little cat eyes. Okay, so, oops. All right, what I'll do is start with the button. So go through here, and then I'll go through the circle. So I'm going to go through here a couple of times, like this. And you can always do this and then cut it off, and then you'll have a whole bunch of buttons already set, and then you can just glue it to whatever you want. I always sew them on, but you don't have to. Just want to cut that long piece of thread there. Okay, so now I'm going to take my button. Well, I have to go through here first. So I'm going to find a little spot where I can go through, because if I go through here, it's just going to come right through. There we go. And place it on that little hole there. And make sure it's going the right way. And then I'm going to sew it on to the middle there. And I tried all different buttons, and the mother of pearl looks the best on this. Like I have a whole bunch of different colors buttons. Like I have reds, I have, you know, little, these are all from Angela Kerr. It's just a great kit. Some of these are from last year, but I don't know if she still has any left. She did put out a new kit today. No, yesterday. So she may be having a sale. But these are mother of pearl. These are very vintage. And I just thought that it looked the best. So now I'm going to place this here instead, and I've got the 3 angels instead of this and the 2 angels. It wasn't working. And I thought of a whole bunch of different things, and this is what I came up with. So I'm going to kind of find the middle, which looks to be about here. Move it down a little bit and put my needle through and pull this right up. Straighten it out so that my thread's straight. Okay. Then I'm going to come around the back, and I like to see the stitching. So, but you could have glued it on if you wanted to. Now I'll just go through here, find the hole of the button. Good shot. That was total luck. I never do that. Now what I do is I'll go through the button, but I'm not going to go back through the back. I'm kind of going through the lace behind the button. And this is just a good idea. I mean, even if you're sewing buttons on clothes. I take the button, and this is not through the paper. It's just, oh no. Yeah, just make sure you don't go around anything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. Oops, make sure you pull it tight. Is it on there? Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this button a couple of times. 1, 2, maybe 3. Straighten that out a little bit. And now I know that button's not going to go anywhere. I'll go around one more time behind the button. Now I'm going to come back up through that hole, maybe. And I'm just going to go back down. Now I'm going to go through the paper to the back. Okay, so now that's on there nice and secure. It's never coming off. I mean, you would hate to, especially, you know, like if you're selling your journal or whatever, you would hate for it to come off. I'm going to go back up through that hole. Now it's tight because I have so much thread in there. There we go. And again, through this one, but not through the paper, and tie it off behind the button. If you can see what I'm doing, I hope I'm close enough. But I think this is going to look a lot better. And it's very lightweight. I mean, it looks like it would be heavy, but it's not at all. You can't even really tell that those cabochons are on there, or bezel, whatever you're going to call them. And now I'm going to go around the back and just tie it off. I'm going to go around here and hold that loop there and tie it off underneath the button. And nobody will be the wiser. You know, it won't look messy, is what I'm trying to say. Because the knot is behind the button and not on the back of your work, whether it's fabric or whatever. The knot's right there. And then you can just cut it. And I think that looks great. I really like that. Much better with the 3. Let me know what you think in the comments. I was going to use glitter glass, but you know me. I always have to do something different. But I do like the embroidery, you know, the little slow stitch around it. And I'll finish off this corner when I close up the video. But that's it. How sweet. Let me just fix this a little bit because it kind of looks Like it's not really in the middle. There. I guess it is. This is so fragile. It's so thin and dainty. I love it. So let me know in the comments what you think. And I really, really, really would love to put these on because it does, it does magnify them so much. But it also makes them, well, that one has a metal one on it already. I don't know why. They both do. Oh, there you go. It really magnifies them, but it really does make it very, very heavy. And if I put 3 on there, it would be way too heavy. But if you were to put that on a page, it might be okay. You know? I mean, to wear around your neck or on a bracelet, it would be okay, but it's way too heavy. Without it, it's just like paper. You can't even really tell that the metal is on there. So again, this was a project that Rhonda from A Little Bit French had done. I've done mine a little bit different than she has. I did some sewing. I don't think she did. And I did put some lace here. And yeah, so that's it. Now I just have to make some pockets for it to go in, and that will be in the next video. So just wanted to come back and finish it off. And I'll just put in the link finishing off the Cabochon cabinet card. Okay, so now to clean up my mess and have dinner. Been working so hard today. All right, everybody, take care. I hope you like this, and I'll see you in the next video, I hope. Until then, take care, be kind, be well, be safe, and God bless. Love you all. Bye-bye.